Thief. Have you ever wondered what pushes someone to cut off their own family? It's a decision that sounds extreme, almost unthinkable to many. But behind every family estrangement, there's a complex story filled with pain, conflict, and a desperate search for peace. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of why people choose to walk away from their families. This isn't about judging or pointing fingers. It's about understanding the deep-seated reasons that lead to such a drastic step. Let's start by clearing up a common misconception. People who cut off family members aren't usually cold, heartless, or impulsive. In fact, for most, it's the opposite. The decision to estrange is often a last resort, coming after years, sometimes decades, of trying to fix a broken relationship. It's a choice born from immense emotional pain and the realization that staying in the family environment is more harmful than leaving it. So, what are the primary drivers behind this decision? A major factor is often a long history of emotional, verbal, or even physical abuse. Think about constant criticism, manipulation, gaslighting, or a complete lack of emotional support. When a person grows up in an environment where they feel consistently invalidated, belittled, or unsafe, they learn that family doesn't equal safety. Their home isn't a haven. It's a source of stress and trauma. Over time, the instinct for self-preservation kicks in. To protect their mental health and well-being, they create distance. This isn't an act of revenge. It's an act of survival. Another significant reason is a fundamental clash of values. This has become increasingly common in our polarized world. Imagine your core beliefs about life, morality, or how people should be treated are constantly disrespected or attacked by your own family. Maybe it's about your choice of partner, your career path, your sexuality, or your political views. 2. When these differences lead to constant conflict and you feel you can't be your authentic self without facing judgment or hostility, the relationship becomes unsustainable. The emotional toll of constantly defending your existence can become too heavy to bear. Narcissistic family dynamics also play a huge role in estrangement. A narcissistic parent, for example, often sees their child as an extension of themselves, not as an individual. They might be incredibly controlling, demand constant admiration, and lack empathy. The child's needs and feelings are ignored, and love is often conditional. Based on how well the child meets the parent's expectations, growing up in this kind of environment is emotionally crippling. Adults, these children may realize that the only way to heal and build their own identity is to break free from the narcissist's toxic orbit. Sometimes, the final straw is a major betrayal or a specific event. This could be anything from a family member siding with an abuser, spreading malicious gossip, stealing money, or refusing to apologize for a deep hurt. This single event acts as a catalyst, making it painfully clear that the relationship is beyond repair. It's the moment the hope for change finally dies, and the person realizes that they have to let go to move forward. 2. The process of estrangement is rarely clean or easy. It's filled with guilt, grief, and social stigma. Society often puts immense pressure on maintaining family ties, no matter what. Phrases like, "but they're your family," or "you only get one mother" can be incredibly invalidating for someone who has made the difficult choice to protect themselves. They grieve the family they wish they had, while also trying to build a life free from the pain of the family they actually got. It's also important to recognize that estrangement isn't always permanent. For some, it's a temporary measure, a way to create space to heal and set boundaries. Reconciliation can happen, but it requires genuine change and accountability from the family members who caused the harm. It can't just be about sweeping things under the rug. It needs open communication, empathy, and a real commitment to building a healthier dynamic. For those who have been cut off, it can be a confusing and devastating experience. They might feel blindsided, rejected, and completely at a loss. If you find yourself in this position, it's an opportunity for deep self-reflection. Instead of getting defensive, try to understand the other person's perspective. What role did you play in the conflict? Are you willing to listen without judgment and take responsibility for your actions? This is where family therapy can be incredibly helpful, providing a neutral space to navigate these difficult conversations. Ultimately, the psychology of family estrangement is the psychology of self-preservation. It's about a person choosing their own mental and emotional health over a relationship that is causing them harm. It's a painful, complicated journey, birth. For many, it's a necessary step towards healing and finding peace. They often go on to build chosen families, support systems made up of friends and loved ones who provide the acceptance, respect, and unconditional love they never received from their biological relatives. If this topic resonates with you, whether you've considered estrangement or are navigating a difficult family situation, please know you're not alone. There are resources and support groups available. Talking to a therapist can provide you with the tools to process your feelings and make the best decision for your well-being. Remember, prioritizing your mental health is never selfish. It's essential. Thank you for joining me for this deep dive into a really sensitive topic. I hope this provided some clarity and compassion around the issue of family estrangement. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on psychology and relationships. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But please, let's keep the conversation respectful and supportive. Thanks for watching, and take care.